What's going on? What it do today? What it do? What it do? It's your man's King Curl. Just got finished doing a little exercise, walking around, you know. Saying what's good in the world, man. Beautiful day out. Talked to a few of my brothers today. Seen a few of my nephews. Oh man, here another damn beat, man. You be been messing with me all day. Oh no, sneaking in back of me. And they gotta keep on coming. Damn. But yeah, like I was saying, I have a whole slew of stuff I'm gonna talk about before I go live. And when I go live, I don't remember none of it. Sometimes I do, but very few times. I mean, most of the times, I don't remember none of this stuff. And it just comes from being unorganized, not really being used to going on like I used to be. But I get it together. Today I want to talk about something very troubling. And it's something I see all the time, and I know a lot of people don't see it because they don't know what to look for. What I want to talk about today is the government agents that be around us. If we was talking about Hollywood, we will be using terms like the gatekeepers. Or should I say, if we was talking about the entertainment industry, we would use terms like the gatekeepers. And they be all around us. That's why it's important for you as a YouTuber practitioner to draw your line in the sand. Let it be known who you is and what you stand for. Because if not, you can think that you just ain't got it. And it's really just, it's a group of people against you. Or should I say it's a faction against you, and they know how to manipulate everybody else to go on against you too. So it's important that you draw your line in the sand to let these people know that you don't care about their control. You don't care about the power they wield. You don't care nothing about the attention from strangers. You're here to do what you're here to do, whatever that may be. You may be here to show off skill, you know, whatever type of skill that is. You may be here to advertise cooking, to show your beauty, to use your gift of gab. No, ain't no telling what you're here for. You have to let the powers that be know that I don't care about your control. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, whether you like it or not. And they here. They control, in their own way, they control the flow. And see, the thing is, I used to always say something, and I just heard it on a video I did over a year ago. If the people is not fighting against each other, it's a bad thing for the powers that be. If the people are not trying to kill each other, fighting each other, stealing from each other, It's not a good thing for authority, because that means if the people are getting along and not fighting against each other, that means they're either preparing or getting ready to fight against the authority. This is their philosophy, not mine. So when they see us not fighting against each other, let me tell you what to look for. You're going to always get somebody to come and start a whole new slew of chaos amongst the people. Now you can understand why I have a distaste for people like Sleazy. Now you can understand why I have a distaste for people like She Boyish. See, these are the people that's employed by the powers that be. They haven't see, y'all know that I'm a real person now. Everything I've done on here was to prove that I'm a real person. See, I wanted to draw my line in the sand. I wanted to show y'all that I'm not just a real person, but I am real. Like, I have real sisters. I have a real life. See, these people I'm speaking about, they haven't, and they never will prove that they are real people. Another thing to look for is their background. A lot of the agents used to be military. So look up the people that's on here always starting chaos or in chaos that is either military or ex-military. They're here. They get a check. You may not see them monetized. You may not see them have a big crowd if they have a channel. But they're on here working. While you on here being yourself, they on here gatekeeping. See, if you go against the agenda, they're going to make sure that you don't get much power. If they can help it, if they got the power to, they're going to make sure you don't get much popularity. And they're going to make sure you don't get money if possible. You be thinking, no, these people just got hate in their heart. No, these people are on here gatekeeping. They're on here getting paid to make sure you don't succeed. Kwame Brown and Corey Holcomb had a conversation probably about a year ago. And they spoke on something and they hurry up and shut up about it because they know they wasn't supposed to discuss it around us. Corey Holcomb brought up the fact that when you get all this money, that NBA money that Kwame got, that you're not allowed to share with your family, you know, like your cousins and aunties and stuff like that. It's in their clause that they can't give money or help their family. Now, why would that be the case? Why would that be a fact? Why would that even matter to the powers that be, the people that give you the money? Why would that matter? It mattered because the agenda is not to build the family up. The agenda is to tear the family apart. That's what the gatekeeper is here for. The gatekeeper is here to make sure if you come from slum, that you stay in slum, that you don't use our tools to become bigger than bigger than what you are. And yeah, we'll let you shine for a while, but once we get note that you have a big population, a big popularity, then we start shutting shit down. Look at all the big YouTubers. All the big YouTubers come from money. Take a look at them. Go look at their background. See, I look at people like Mav. I look at people, and a lot of these people is ex-military. Go look at the big YouTubers, people with 6-7 million followers and stuff like that. You see? See, if you come from where I come from, you can make you some money for a time. But after that time, everything gonna be done to shut you down. Everything is gonna be done to shut you down. You're gonna have people lie on you, smear your name, Um, you're gonna have people slander you. And even though you can prosecute people for slandering you, once the slander is done, the slander is done. After the slander is put out there, it's put out there. Hey, what's going on, Earth? So you can prosecute, you can hold people accountable for lying on you, but after it's done, it's done. You feel what I'm saying? And once you come into the reality of what social media is, you understand that these people love the lie way more than they love the truth. Or should I say this? They love the lie more than they like the truth. So the thing is this. If you a family man on here, if you don't promote same-sex agendas, if you don't promote witchcraft and things like that, if you don't promote messing around on your wife, you're gonna get shut down. You're gonna get shut down eventually. Now I know some big YouTubers that is, husbands and wives and things like that, but they follow suit with the agenda on other things and other matters. But you'll see, just do the homework, just do the footwork, and go check out what I'm saying. I did it already. I did it way before I pushed the live button. Everything I'm showing y'all, everything y'all witnessing happen to me, it's not for no purpose. I hope y'all benefit from it. I wanted people to know who I was and know my background the second I showed my face on YouTube. I thought that when I heard about the doxers and how vicious people was with the doxing, I started showing my face. Not only did I give my real name out on Cash App, but I started showing my face from different angles, because there's a such thing as facial recognition now. For the last 10 years, I don't know if people like us is financially ready to purchase stuff like that, but it's been in effect at least 10 years for the population, for the people, you dig? And after so long of not getting no type of backlash over showing my face, I had to go through other measures. I had to be a little disrespectful, if you will. And for the most part, it worked. That's why I told Blue Rain recently, don't let these people geek you up to show who you is, and don't let them do that. I showed y'all. I gave y'all the blueprint of what these people is about. Now, it's some good people on here. It's good people on. I can testify to that. But it's way more people that's no good for you on here than it is good people. And within that bracket is people on here that's actually working to either bring you down or keep you down. They're getting paid for the chaos they keep up on here. I told y'all this. Y'all think because I don't have money, I don't know what I'm talking about. And that's what's gonna keep up, that's what's gonna rock a whole lot of you people to sleep. That's why a lot of y'all gonna get caught with y'all drawers down. That's why a lot of people gonna get caught up. I told y'all that they was locking people up using YouTube and social media after I did the 45 days in jail on my probation violation. I told y'all I was in there with young men that told me that they basically got caught because they had channels, because they posted on Facebook. These people have agents on here. When you do a live, if you keep 3 people in your live, at least one of them is an agent. If you keep 50 people in your life, at least of them are agents. Yes, those big old buildings you see downtown in your city, that you never knew what was for, those are where those agents reside. Either that or offices up under the ground. Same building, but up under the ground. And they're paid to keep an eye on us. If we draw too much attention, if we get clout up to a particular status, they're going to put more agents on you. See, these agents work in ways like this. They will befriend you, and they will give you taxpayer dollars. Oh yeah. PayPal, they'll hook up your Cash App. All of it taxpayer dollar, all of it government money. They will pull you in and lullaby your ass to sleep. See, they work several different ways. That's one way. Get real close till you learn your inner workings in your family and who your family members are and things like that. Pretend to be your friend and stuff like that. And then they work through another way. They work in the way of the op. See, they become your op. You understand? And when they become your op, they use the mask of, okay, you did this to me, I'm gonna find out about this and find out about that, when they already know in the first place. And then they sit back and lay and wait until you force their hand, because they know if you got any sense that you can prosecute them, and when you prosecute them, that's when you find out they're working for the government or not. See, all of this, their secrecy, all of this, they get paid for maintaining. And guess what, y'all? And I know a lot of people ain't gonna believe this, but when I was knocked out on that ventilator, I actually seen inside the offices. I've seen the workstations of these agents. As Jehovah is my God and Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior, I've seen this with my own eyes when I was in, whether you want to call it a dream, delusion, I seen it. Like it was real. I thought it was real. And I've been telling y'all about this way before the ventilator came along. I've been telling y'all. Y'all go back and listen to them videos. I've been telling y'all that they are watching us. What else do they, when you own everything, what else do you have to do? What else? Oh, sister, I'm glad you brought that up. See that part right there? They use that to keep an eye on certain body parts, because elite people in this world have different blood types and bloodlines. And you ever wonder how somebody go into the hospital with a little cold and turn around and they pass away in the hospital? Next day they gone all of a sudden? Yeah, that part. They use that as a farm. I don't want to say the name. I don't want to say too much, because you know they can say what they want to us, but we can't say what we want to on their platform. But yeah, they use it as a farm. If you got a body part one of the elite need and you're the right blood type, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Y'all remember I was telling you that my fat protects me? That whole part. See, you know the world got you thinking that you got to be fit. You got to, and it's true to a certain extent. But y'all remember, well over 100 years ago, our forefathers, they was eating bacon, fat, lard, and all that stuff, and they was living to be well over 100 years old. But see, the second we start putting all our trust in these MDs, that's when we start dying. That's when we start dying at early ages. That's when all of a sudden, quote unquote, black folks start being high blood pressure people. Once we start putting our trust in those MDs, you know, the people that only get where they at because they take the Hippocratical oath. Yeah, that entire part. I'm so glad you brought up that H word, sis. Yes, they've been doing that for years. When I say my fat protects me, it protects me from a whole lot of elements, not just one in particular, but a whole lot of elements. Now, something crazy started happening, y'all, when I got back from that hospital. My feet used to swell every blue moon. Man, y'all, I went to the hospital for pneumonia. Well, at least that's what they diagnosed me with. That's what they said I had and why I couldn't breathe and all that stuff, right? I had it all in my lungs. But for whatever reason, since I've been out the hospital, since I woke up from the ventilator, both my feet be swelling up on me. So I don't know what they did to me, but this is where my faith come in at. Because whatever they did do to me, I'm gonna make sure it gets undone. See, the things that I have no control, zero control over, I give it to the Most High. The same Most High that heard me every time I called out to him when I couldn't open my mouth on that ventilator. In my dreams, in my delusion, whatever you want to call it. Every time I called out to him, he was there for me. Every time. Dude that just killed his family, y'all. And trust me, it's as real as I'm talking to you right now to me. Killed his whole family, and I'm realizing he killed his whole family because he's reading a diary to me. And at the end of him reading the diary to me, he's telling me why he did what he did. I see him, I couldn't move for some reason. He's dropping stuff all over the house and it sounds real wet. And I didn't find out what it was until he lit a match and flames started popping up in behind him. Mind you, it haven't got to him yet. It haven't got to me yet. But when I seen the flames coming up behind him, because I was scared, I couldn't move. When I felt that heat, I knew that it was real. And in my head, y'all, I just yelled out, Jehovah, I just yelled out, please, you know. And I woke up. I don't know how long I was woke, but I woke up. I seen my wife. I wrote something on the board to the nurses or whatever I did, and I was back out. But it was as real as me sitting in the sun right now in my car, making sure don't no bees get in here to sting me while I got my back turned. They're here, y'all. They're here. They're called the Gatekeepers. And no matter where you look, y'all, they are always on here, either around trouble, starting trouble, looking for trouble. If it ain't no trouble around, they just gonna stay in the clouds. If they supposed to keep an eye on you because of whatever clout you got or whatever kind of money you get, they just sit off in the clouds. They won't say nothing. They won't say nothing at all. Beware, because they here and they ain't going nowhere. They don't like people like me, because people like me like the truth. You gonna notice when it's people that come around that's infatuated, that's in love with the truth, they ain't gonna like them, and they gonna try to make you not like them too. Like, who am I on here because I don't like somebody, I'm gonna make you not like them too? That yag out there in Massachusetts, no matter how much we beef with each other, I never tried to make nobody dislike him. I exposed him for what type of trife he was up to, and the death he was speaking on people that don't even know him. But did I try to get his homie, who's my little homie? Did I ever try to talk him into not liking his homie? Did I ever try to talk anybody to not liking him? No. That seems like government shit to me. That seems real narcissistic. It seems real pathetic to me. That because me and somebody else got odds with each other, I want to try to make somebody else that ain't got nothing to do with me and his beef or me and her beef, try to make that somebody else not like them because I don't like them or I don't like the way they move. That don't seem crazy to y'all? That don't seem pathetic to y'all? I would never. The only way you do something like that is if you're an agent or you're crazy. I don't know if I ever was crazy, but I know I'm not crazy now. See, when I get into it with somebody, I don't go get my big cousin, my big brother, and I don't go do all that. First, I try to use my linguistic skills to isolate the situation, to ice it on the spot. And if there's no way for me to ice it, come on, let's rumble. I'm like Cube when it comes to that. Cook them and mix them in a pot like gumbo. You too, homie, if you like it like that. Like, if it ain't no other way around, I don't mind a scrap. See, I'm not the type of person when I knock you out to step over you and kick you in your face. And I'm going to pray that if you get the best of me, you don't do it to me. I know I'm not going to do it to you. So I don't mind a good scrap. Sometimes that has to be done. Sometimes it takes that for you to realize that, hey, I'm with you. I'm not against you. I don't want to do this with you. I love you. I don't want to see you hurt and bloody and swolled up because of me. But yeah, they here amongst us. They're pretending to be real. They're pretending that they live normal, regular lives, and they don't. And they're only here for one purpose, and that's to serve their master. To keep chaos going, to break up families, get you as a normal person. You may be having issues, you may have problems in your life. You know, you may be learning things on the fly, young mother, or maybe not so young, a person that should know right from wrong, but don't yet. They'll call the police on you, they'll call CPS on you, have your children took away from you because you said something they don't like, or because you live a life they wish they live. You got those people, and then you got the agents. Then you got the agents. So if you're a real person, you actually being looked down the scope from several different factions. Because there's people that's on here that wish they can be real. They wish they can be upfront about who they really is and where they really at. And a lot of these people, a handful of these people got money. But see, they know what's on here. They know what type of energy they put out on here. And they're intelligent enough to know that they're going to get that energy back on them. So they wouldn't dare tell you who they really is, what they really possess. See, when we talk about the healthcare system, see, they try to convince everybody to go hit the gym, get fit. Why you think that? Because those body parts have to be healthy. Those body parts have to be healthy. When they transferring that, when these people come up missing, kids, adults alike, you got to be small to be snatched up. You can't be no big old whale like me, where they need 3-4 people to help wrap you up and, scoop you up. Nah, you gotta be little. Somebody they can hit with that hot shot right quick, knock you out, numb you up, and they just swoop you up. 1 or 2 people swoop you up real quick. You a big old whale, big old bear like me? Nah, man, you need 3, 4, 5 people. Why you think they promote? You know they don't love you. You know they don't like you. Why you think they promoting you get yourself in shape? Talking about a war on drugs, and drugs still out in the street. And some of the worst drugs ever sold to man is sold in the stores. Liquor and cigarettes. You compare how many people die every year to alcohol versus guns, and watch who's the big boss. Watch who's the big boss. You talking about alcohol poisoning, you talking about drunk driving, you talking about, watch who's the big boss. Guns or alcohol? Which one y'all think it is? Who you think gonna be the biggest killer? See, I know who the biggest killer is. It's the thing that's legal. If you're over 21, it's legal. That's the biggest killer. It's gonna always be the biggest killer. Why? Because it's legal. It's gonna take more It's gonna take more lives than guns and smoking together. There's people that drink that don't even smoke. You ever heard a person killing themselves over smoking too much cigarettes? Too much herb? Man, I seen a dude come in jail who was an alcoholic, and you could have sworn he was a recovering heroin addict. Man, that man shook like Don Knotts. That man was sick like somebody poisoned him. All because he couldn't get his daily fix of alcohol. They had to put that man in a cell where they had to keep an eye on him 2 hours a day until he was over the side effects of not having that alcohol. And that man compared it. He said he never felt so bad in his life. He was literally in pain because he didn't have something that was killing him. Something that was frying his liver. You think these people care about you? See, it's a real big reason households stop using shortening and lard and start using seed oil like canola and vegetable oil. It's a real good reason for that. Those are the things that's taking your life. Those are the things that's giving you bad health. Remember, up under the shortening, up under the lard, people was living to be over 100 years old, y'all. And they was smoking cigarettes. And they were smoking with cigarettes. Shoot. Now all of a sudden, now we got all this technology. Now we got all this knowledge on this or that. Now everybody dying early. Come on, y'all. When we gon' come on, what we really doing? I'm gonna tell you what we doing. We're allowing people to think for us instead of us thinking for ourselves. They got us thinking since way back in the Abraham days that mankind have been riding horses all the way to the mid 1800s, whenever the first car was made. Now y'all can believe that all y'all want to. I don't. Y'all can believe it all y'all want to. I don't. What up though, bro? Peace to you. Peace to you, brother. Y'all can believe it all y'all want to. Now, they done already proved and dug up sewer systems from back in the Abraham and Lot age. Sewer systems. And y'all actually think that a plane wasn't invented until like 150 years ago, all that time? Hey, I ain't gonna make you believe what I believe, but I'm not going. I've been there and I've been going my whole life. And the rest of the years I got left, I'm not going. I don't believe it. Guy studied the Bible with mama just died at 202. 100 years old. Eating bacon her whole life. The second she took that jabber, 2 years later, she gone. And y'all know what I'm talking about when I say jabber. Yeah, the second she took the jabber, she gone. Ain't nothing, man. That's long overdue, brother. That's long overdue. The people that visit me on regular basis, they got that coming. I don't follow the rules of everybody on here. They gotta support this and give money that. Nah. No, when I need money, the Most High make sure I get it. You dig? Either one of my people kind enough to hit my cash out, or my boss calling me, one of my many bosses calling me and say, hey man, can you work this for me? I've been working the last few days. You did? The last few days, baby. Drinking the last of my water. Yeah, I just needed to put this information out there, man, because I promise you, man, I be listening to my videos, man, and I always go to the ones that have single digit views. And man, you know, just knowing the realization that I was high 9 times out of 10 when I was recording, and that I was still able to flow truths and break stuff down, man, I'd be in awe. I'd be in awe, man. It'd be like, wow, you know, like the Most High really speaking through me, and I'm not even, you know, I'm not even sober. Wow. I just shared that video from a year ago, a couple days ago. It's on my timeline. And like midway through it, I was like in a process of, Okay, I remember this one. But I had got busy with something and I kept on listening to it, man. I listened to it all the way to the end and I was amazed, brother. And I'm not saying that to stroke my own, snars, but brother, I was amazed. I was sitting in my car, dog, listening to it at work, and I was just like, wow. It was so much like that I had to share it. I had to put it back. I said, yeah, it was out here over a year ago, but I'm going to reshare this. I wanted to just take different parts and highlight it in a short. But I said, nope, I'm going to share this whole thing. I'm going to share the whole video because it was very beneficial to me. I really was encouraged after I listened to that. You encourage yourself, man. You're doing something right, brother. You encourage yourself. Oh man, this water is everything right now. Now it's only supposed to be 72 degrees in Detroit today, and I promise you, that's why I tell you I don't believe nothing I see on this screen, on any screen. I promise you it's way warmer than 42 degrees and than 72 degrees. I'm sorry. Let me see what my now for some reason it's probably because it's beaming off the car. I see 95 degrees Fahrenheit. I promise you it's warmer than 72. I wouldn't agree with no 95. But I promise you it's warmer than 72 degrees. I wore my long john shirt. Let me see if y'all can see right quick. I wore my long john shirt. I'm like, it's gonna be cool today. Nah, man, it ain't cool worth nothing, man. I'm in here baking right now. Baking. Now, y'all heard that music that just went past. That was a girl playing that music. That's a girl playing that music. Disrespectful music. And she playing that music around all these old people. Like if I had a daughter with me and a dude came up playing that music, I would be like offended. But that's a young lady playing that music. A nigga talking about I ain't got no little dick, I don't do no little shit. Yeah, that's a young lady. And when she pulled up and pulled past me, she was, had that look in her eyes like she was really doing something hell of a. Like she was really doing something that made some sense. Nah, baby, that's not no good look, baby girl. I don't care what your people think or how y'all doing things now. But baby girl, you should be embarrassed. Yeah, I gotta. You know what? I'm gonna do a double header today, y'all, because my wife wanna go get her nails and her eyebrows done, and I think I wanna. I don't know when the next time I'm gonna feel like going live, so I'm gonna get to getting while the getting's good. You did. Now I talked about government agents. I talked about how we got these people, these gatekeepers up under us, and we ain't even paying no attention to them because we allow people to use our minds for us. We don't use them for ourselves. But they're here. They're here. I wish I could be more specific about what y'all need to look for. I think I'm gonna talk to my guy brother and get some intel on what I need to do to get my own website, because I can afford it now. The little bit of change I get, see, I'm a simple man. I don't require much, you know what I'm saying? I don't want much. I just like to be clean. I like to smell good, and when I'm going somewhere and want to be noticed a little bit, I like to dress. You dig what I'm saying? So there's not many things I need. So I should be able to afford some type of website fee. I should be able to do this. And I'm going to go about seeing, can I get me a little Patreon where I can go on there and I can really talk to y'all about what I want to talk about without worrying about these people taking my little channel. And I can assure y'all, I will be on there way more than I do on YouTube. I come on YouTube, you know, when I got some rated R, PG stuff to talk about. Everything else, I have on my Patreon. So I'm going to get with my god brother and see what's going on with that, see if he can talk in terms where I can understand it. But I'll talk to y'all when I get to the nail shop with my wife. She didn't find her old stylist in a whole nother area, so I'll be on Woodward Avenue somewhere, I know that. And hopefully they got a signal up there, and if they do, I'll be live. Love y'all all, especially, and don't let me say especially, I love you all that love me and support me, and I love all my ops and my haters. Peace, y'all.